Okay. Nancy Mace took the gloves off and was ready to box Jasmine Crockett. Did y'all see it? First of all, if y'all did see it, how come you were holding out? You didn't share that with me. So I hold it against you, LFR family. Everybody, thank you so much for pulling up. I'm Van. We are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button. That's the only price of admission for our live streams is to simply hit the like button. And if you're feeling extra generous, consider sharing this video by hitting the share button, copying the link below the video, and sharing it on Reddit, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, and X. All right? In this video, we're going to discuss Nancy Mace offering Jasmine Crockett to come outside in fisticuffs right after she said what she had to say. She said, look, you're not going to be calling me no child, huh? She said, I'll slap the hell out you. That's what you about to see, huh? Don't make me swing on you. What? I'm telling you, it was about to go down. Then we're going to talk about Mike Pence. Why is that dude so spiteful? Why is he such a hateful individual? Now, some of you may not think that, but from what I'm seeing, RFK is trying to save us. He's trying to make America healthy again. And I think a company just ruled in his favor. I think one of the dyes, what is it, red dye or green dye, or which dye was it? One of the dyes was just now banned, and it was partially because of what RFK stands for. The FBA bans red number three, artificial coloring used in beverages, candy, and other foods. Evidence shows that the synthetic dye can cause cancer. So we have people like RFK that's trying to give us this information, and then we have people like Mike Pence that's trying to get rid of him. Don't want him to be a part of Trump's administration. Why is that? Don't we want people that's going to put certain things in front of us and warn us, show us that danger is ahead and we should probably go another direction? So that's what we're going to talk about. Also, in this video, we're going to show how Tucker Carlson completely destroyed Mike Pence in a 1-minute video. We're going to show how Pam Bondi is they're still trying to bully her to say that that Trump stole the election in 2020. I want y'all to see how this young lady handles her business. But before we check out anything, we're going to see how Nancy Mace handles Jasmine Crockett. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you don't hit it right now, watch it all the way through and see if you like it first. All right. And if you like the video, like the video. Okay. That's how that works. Okay. Nancy Mace, you are up. Like this thing, guys.
We have the right to know that we're not going to have trans people filming us in the bathroom. How many of these trannies are taking selfies? These men are taking selfies in women's spaces in the bathroom. It's gross. It's disgusting. So if we're going to talk about civil rights, let's talk about the rights of women in this country and how you are stripping them away every single day. And you're doing it in your legislation. You're doing it in your messaging. You're doing it on X. You're making women feel unsafe in this country. And you're making the opportunity for women and girls to be raped, to be sexually abused in this country, even greater than they've ever been. So don't come over here with your attitude and talk to me about rights when you're trying to take my rights as a woman, a rape survivor, away. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. Any member seek recognition? Ms. Stansberry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the gentlelady across the aisle demonstrating why we need civil rights. We need civil rights to protect all people, especially trans Americans who are under attack right now. I would like to yield the rest of my time to the gentlelady who is.
You didn't hear what she said, Ms. Stansberry? She said we need civil rights to protect trans people who are under attack right now. Nancy Mace was clearly trying to let you know that women are under attack. Did you not hear that? She was saying that women, you are a woman. You are a woman, Miss Stanberry. You're under attack right now. You're the one under attack right now. Your party are trying to trample over women and give your rights to other people who claim they are you. Okay, so she's transferring her, she's giving her right to speak over to Jasmine Crockett. I want y'all to hear what happened. It's about to go down.
Carrying the amendment.
Like this
I don't
video.
even know how we got there, because I tried to make it clear how many civil rights, it doesn't just boil down to one conversation, but I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, 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 so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all
I
to
am
tell
no
me
child.
whether or
Do
not
not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those
I am 47 years
emails
old. I have broken
actually
more
have.
glass ceilings than you
Chairman,
ever
I
Order,
am
will.
reclaiming my
Let's go.
time.
You will not do that. I
Order.
am not a
Chairman,
child. I
I
am
am
not a
reclaiming
child.
my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr.
we can
Chairman,
do
the
that.
committee is
Chairman.
not.
Okay.
Nancy Mace is ready to get down. She said, if you want to take it outside, let's do it. You see how she looking at her? Bruh, you see how Nancy Mace is looking at her? Nancy Mace is ready to go fisticuffs on Jasmine Crockett for calling her a child. Calm down, Nancy. Calm down. It's okay, baby. Don't get so emotional. Calm down. Right? You ain't gotta get arrested because of some words. All right? All right? Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Okay? And all she did was say child. We know you're not a child, okay? You ain't gotta go and start fighting. You good. You got a big old cross on your ear. Turn the other cheek. Represent God's people properly. You ain't always got to slap somebody. You ain't always got to say what the five fingers say to the face. You ain't always got to try to put your toes in somebody's back pockets. You ain't got to do that. You know what I mean? You understand? Okay, as long as you understand, man, if we're going to be representing God properly, we need to represent God properly. And I'm serious about this. I don't care how upset she is, and the fact that she missed out on Jasmine Crockett was not calling you a child. That's just how ladies talk sometimes, and sometimes black ladies, but ladies talk when they say child. Please, it's not child, it's child. Chile. It's just verbiage. It's just, the way people speak. That's it. She wasn't calling you a child, baby. All right. She was saying that you talk about trans people a lot and that you try to use that as a weapon. She tried to trigger you, and you showed her that she could trigger you. You ain't got to. But I see why you did it. You letting her know I'm not the one to be effed with. Sometimes that's necessary. All right. Sometimes it's necessary for us to let the devil, let Satan know I'm the wrong one. Okay. Try Jesus. Don't try me. God forgives. I'll whoop your I'll whoop your tail. Huh? That's God that forgives. I'm still being worked on. I'm that sinner that pray that I not have to do something to you on a daily basis. I got this earring on right here to remind me, to calm me down. Like when I'm about to choke somebody, I just start rubbing on it and be like, oh, Jesus, they almost had me, Lord. They almost had me, Lord. So calm down, Nancy. You ain't got to go choke nobody.
Order. Order.
Point of order. Point of order.
Order. Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett.
No, point of order, Mr. Chairman.
State your point.
Is it allowed in the rules for a member to incite violence against another member? I mean, she wants to take it outside.
Bruh, you a snitch. Is it in the rules for someone to incite violence against someone? Because she said she wanted to take it outside. Can we call the authorities on her, please? Can we kick her out? Can we do something? I'm a snitch on her. If you don't set your snitch ass down some daggone where, oh, snitch. Why you snitching, bruh? You a Karen, bruh. Why are you snitching on Nancy? She's fine. Is it in the bylaws that we can go ahead and arrest someone or put them on the gun line or probably, I don't know, chop their head off if they incite violence? Because she clearly wanted to beat up Jasmine Crockett, and we won't stand for that. You are a snitch. You set your snitch ass down before somebody catch you outside. Trying to snitch. Yo, she did it, Your Honor. She did it, boss. Oh, sucker.
with
Hey, I have the
Crockett.
First Amendment right too,
And
young
so
man. I have the
I'd like
First
those
Amendment
words
right.
to be
I'm not
taken
gonna be a
down.
child.
I
I'm
am
not gonna
moving
be
to have
called a
those
child
words
by
taken
any of
down. I
you.
believe it's against the rules to
Going
incite
outside doesn't
violence
incite
against
violence. You
another
can have a
member of
conversation
Congress.
that isn't.
The committee will
interrupting this
suspend,
committee.
the member will state the words he wishes taken down.
Where she said that we can take it outside, which is direct violation against the rules, inciting violence against another member.
Cuz a snitch, bro. You a snitch. Oh, sucker. He a snitch. Talking about, is it against the rules? Is it against the rules so we can take it outside? She wants to take it outside. She wants to commit a heinous act against someone else who's in Congress, and we're not going to stand for that. Can we please strike her comment and take it off the record and blah, 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 man? You don't set your punks. Bruh, shut up. Shut up. Yeah, I said it. Shut up and sit down before I sit your $5 ass down before I make change. All right. All right. So this right here came from Pam Bondi being pressed out. We're going to go ahead and play this, and then we're going to go ahead and get to the RFK Mike Pence beef. All right. Because apparently Mike Pence, he got beef with RFK for simply trying to make America healthy again. Hit the like button, gang.
If you have no evidence to offer, let me ask you this. Will you now retract your previous statements that Trump won Pennsylvania in the 2020 election? Yes or no?
Oh, Senator, I traveled to Pennsylvania, and let me tell you what I saw firsthand.
Yes or
I didn't,
no?
I didn't talk about California because I was not in California. I talked about.
Yes or no? Last time I'm going to ask.
I talked about Pennsylvania because
Mr.
I
Chair,
was there.
I'm going to move on because she's
got a
clearly not
court
answering my
order
questions. And
to
I want to know,
observe.
colleagues, for everybody, members of the committee and everybody watching, that the attorney who stood beside Mr. Giuliani was making very similar statements. And he has since been disbarred from multiple jurisdictions for making these false claims about the 2020 election in court. And like Mr. Giuliani, as you've noted today, you've taken an oath to uphold the Constitution just as an attorney. And now you're asking us to consider you to serve as the chief law enforcement officer in our country. So it's imperative, Ms. Bondi, that you subscribe to facts and evidence and not politically convenient conspiracy theories. Your job will be, your job will be to protect voters and election workers, not to undermine and dox them. Now, I know that earlier you agreed that Joe Biden is in fact president, but many of the president-elect's inner circle continue to spread the big lie about the 2020 election. Then we'll move on to a different topic.
Senator, you were speaking. May I speak? You cut me off when I was
question,
speaking.
you can speak, and I hope you answer, Ms. Bondi.
Well, I'd
now,
like
when
to
we met
answer the
yesterday,
previous one, Senator.
when we met yesterday,
You pointed your finger at me and
you
said
did not
you were
seem to be
speaking.
familiar
Let me answer
with
my
the
question. I'm not going to be
Citizenship
bullied by you,
Clause, the
Senator.
14th
You're damn
Amendment
right.
of the United States.
Guys, we doing this farewell speech, the Biden farewell speech next. I saw you in the chat. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, Shane Hogel. I see that. Thank you so much. I found it, and I will be running it right after this right here. Now, y'all see, they're trying to bully her. He said that it's a conspiracy theory. That why are they still trying to talk about it? Why are they still talking about that? The 2020 election is over with. We just now finished the 2024 election. Y'all got y'all asses handed to you. Clear win. We won. He's back. You're upset. Get the hell over it. He's here. All right, he's here. He's the 47th president again. Get over it. We see how Rudy Giuliani got in trouble for this. So what? So what? The fact is, we know what happened in the 2020 election. We know exactly what happened. We ain't got to talk about it no more. It's over and done. It's over with. It's over with. Y'all keep on talking about, oh, you want to talk about things that we shouldn't talk about that aren't important anymore. That's something that's not important anymore. 2024, people have spoken. America has spoken, bro. Relax. America spoke the way they did because they know that 2020 was stolen. They know that Joe Biden wouldn't have won by himself. They know that without Twitter and Facebook up against Donald Trump, that Biden would have lost, bro. They know from common sense that Biden didn't get 81 million votes. Are you meaning anybody that says that Biden got 81 million votes is retarded? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me use a better word. My bad, Red's mom. I'm sorry, Renee. Let me use a better word because she told me to stop using that word. They're just ridiculous, okay? They're just ridiculous. We know what 2020, what happened in 2020. Let's leave it there. We're in 2025 right now because of the 2024 election that was a red wave. Trump is back. Now sit down, acknowledge that, and be prepared to be investigated because you crooks deserve it. Okay? Now let this lady damn talk.
Of America, which was deeply disappointing.
I guess you
And I'm
didn't want to
hoping you're
hear
more
my
familiar
answer
with it
about
today
Pennsylvania.
after I gave an opportunity to study overnight. So can you tell me in this committee what the citizenship clause of the 14th Amendment says?
Senator, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not here to do your homework and study for you. If I'm confirmed as
You're the
Attorney
one
General.
asking for a confirmation
Hey,
vote,
you
ma'am.
cut me off. Can I please finish?
What does the 14th Amendment say?
Senator, the 14th Amendment, we all know, addresses birthright citizenship. I've been a state prosecutor. I've been a state AG. I look forward to, even given your remarks today, working with you and the people of California if I am confirmed as the 87th Attorney General of the United States of America. I didn't take your homework assignment. I'm sorry. I was preparing for today.
She cooked him. She cooked him. Please give me a 100 in the chat if you believe that she completely demolished this cat, man. Give me a 100 in the chat. Y'all got to do it, man. Come on now. Y'all here now. Come on, LFR family. Let me know. Pam Bondi is a beast. She cooked that dude. I'm not doing your homework, bro. I'm not here for that. I studied up for what I have to do, not for what you have to do. That was your job. You decided to focus on some BS and you lost. I just now handed you your ass in front of everybody, all of your colleagues. I'm sure you don't feel happy about how this just now went. You don't feel proud of yourself. That's good enough for me. You're not going to sleep well tonight, but I will. Now take your punk ass over there and shut up before I say what Nancy Mace said to Jasmine Crockett. And that's, do you want to go outside? You want to take this outside? Huh? Because I doubt you do. Now shut up. Shut up. I said shut up. Shut your ass up. All right, so we're not going to go to the Mike Pence joint right now. We're going to go ahead over to Biden's farewell speech. Apparently, and this is what it says, apparently Joe Biden starts off his farewell speech by desperately trying to take credit for Trump's ceasefire deal. Absolutely nobody believes Biden made this happen just days before Trump takes office. All right. So this brother, man, is he losing his damn marbles? I think he is. I think he has. Not is, because is will be he's in the process of losing his mind. Clearly, he's been lost his damn mind, and they figured it out. No, they were ready to admit it publicly after that debate that he had with Donald Trump, where Donald Trump just sit there and said, I don't know what the hell he just said. I don't even know what he said. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He just sat back. That was probably the coolest move that Trump could have done in a debate. He didn't try to put him down. He didn't try to talk about how mentally unstable he was, any of that. He just stood back and just let him talk. Like, America, y'all see this? Y'all hearing the same thing I hear. And they had to move him out the way and push Kamala in his place. It's Kamala. Say it right. give a damn about how to say her damn name. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. If y'all ain't hit the like button yet, y'all are tripping.
Speaking to you tonight from the Oval Office. Before I begin, let me speak to important news from earlier today. After 8 months of nonstop negotiation, by my administration, a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached by Israel and Hamas, the elements of which I laid out in great detail in May of this year. This plan was developed and negotiated by my team and will be largely implemented by the incoming administration. That's why I told my team to keep the incoming administration fully informed, because that's how it should be, working together as Americans. This will be my final address to you from the American people from the Oval Office, from this desk as president.
His final lie to the American people from the Oval Office. I'm sorry for interrupting you, President. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Speaking to you
I
tonight
think that was
from
it.
the Oval Office.
I think that was it. So he tried to take credit for the ceasefire when clearly all of the leaders around the world was saying, man, when Trump pulls up, yo, we need to stop, because he clearly said what will happen if we keep this going. Biden is trying to take credit for it. Bro, you're not negotiating a damn thing. You was not negotiating a damn thing. Why are you faking? This dude faking like turkey bacon, man. TDS sufferers haven't embraced the reality that they are the minority in this country now. They lost everything, including the popular vote, which they did. These representatives need to deal with reality. They will not deal with reality. Pineapple Girl, thank you so much for the super chat. Pineapple Girl, thank you so much for the super chat. For anybody who knows a great deal about the Hamas ceasefire, please let me know in the comments so I can put your comment up here on the thing. Because Biden, I'm not going to speak negatively about Biden. I've already done it in many of my live streams. If you want to hear it, you can go back and check those out. But just speaking the truth about Biden and his administration is speaking negatively, because I can't think of too many positives other than him kissing ass of certain protective groups and making sure that they were covered so that he can purchase their votes, because that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to purchase their votes. He was trying to set it up so that if he was to run again, or if Kamala was to run again, that they will vote for them instead of Trump. So he was trying to give out as much as possible to protected groups, all right? Just so he can get the votes. And it didn't work for him. He was completely ignoring American citizens overall. He was completely ignoring women's rights, women's real rights, in order to give them to people who now believe that they are women. And I have to say it again, although I don't condone the acts of the LGBTQAI plus community, I'm one of them people that I mind my business, because it's hard enough for me to focus on walking right with God. It's hard enough for me to make sure that I am doing what God wants me to do. Because when I say the prayer, dear Lord, give me the wisdom to do the thing that you put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases you and serve the people that you will have me to serve, I can't say that to God and not be willing to humble myself in his presence. I can't thank God every single day for his grace and for his mercy if I'm just going to always be cool with all of the ignorant sugar honey iced tea that's happening in this world. Not only be cool with it, but push it forward as if it's the new normal. It's not the new normal. I'm not teaching my kids that. Whenever we have conversations, I make that apparent. Yo, y'all know how y'all were raised. I don't even tell y'all how to think anymore, because I raised you to think for yourselves. I also raised you to have a relationship with God, and you know what's right and you know what's wrong. And the only thing they have to do is look at Biden's administration and be able to say, yeah, this dude is evil. He's evil. He supports everything that's anti-Christ. Have you seen the link I sent about another assassination attempt on Trump? 19 in the hockey auditorium. I have not heard about that. Christy Goodwin. I did not see it. My apologies. I did not see it. And that's unfortunate, but that might not be the last, because there's so many different things that are up against Trump right now. We know that so many people hate him. So many people want him out the way. By simply wanting to make this country better and stronger, self-sufficient, people hate him for it. They do. People are becoming so hateful. And it's like, did y'all see Bill Burr? Bill Burr was on one of these talk shows, comedy shows last night. And he was talking about how LA did a great job handling the fires, handling the wildfires. And then he gave a shout out to Luigi Mangione, the young man who unalived in broad daylight the CEO of United Healthcare. I don't care what type of misunderstandings that you may have with him or how crooked this guy was, but for a citizen of our country to just take somebody out in broad day, a man who have younger children, a man who's married, a man who's, I don't know much about him. I don't know much about his character, but I'm not bigging up Luigi Mangione for taking out somebody. I'm not doing that. Bill Burr did it, and people are posting his stuff all over X, saying that he's a genius. I don't get that. Yes, I am a fan of some of Bill Burr's old comedy, but what he said on that talk show was BS. He said that LA handled the wildfires perfectly. That's what he said. And he made a huge joke about it, thinking that, and people actually enjoyed it. Let me tell you something, man. It's almost like these Democrats are heartless. It's like they don't care about one another. They don't give a damn. 300 homes, more than 300 homes were burnt down to the ground. More than 16, 17 people passed away. They didn't even have any water to take care of, to even try to combat the fires. The reservoirs were emptied months before this happened. They knew what could happen in that area just from the wildfires that they've had in their history alone. Bro, and he said that they handled it perfectly. Perfectly. Are you kidding me? That is evil, bro. It's evil. It's pure evil, in my opinion. That's just me, though. Hey, Van, love your content as always. Have you seen the video I sent you on the coffee donation? It's good, I promise. Have a blessed day. Shark Tooth Bill, I did not see the video that you sent me. And also, people that send me links and buy me a coffee, it's very difficult to see them on my phone. I gotta start opening them up from my computer. But I will check it, and I will check it out. And I do appreciate you purchasing me a coffee. Thank you so much. And everybody else that buy me a coffee. Yeah, absolutely dope, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So here's Biden just taking, he's trying to take credit for something that Trump did. Again, just like our video that we shared yesterday of him saying that when he took office, border crossings were far lower than they've ever been. He's gotten border crossings down far lower than they've ever been. And they would have been lower if it weren't for Trump getting in the way of their border bill. They called it a border bill, but it financed Ukraine way more than it financed the border. I believe 12% of the monies that were in the border bill were actually for the border. Upwards of 56% of it was for Ukraine. How in the hell is that a border bill? Now, I'm not the brightest when it comes to politics. I'm a novice when it comes to this stuff, guys. I'm just now figuring these things out. But come on, bro. common sense. Common sense. Stop calling it a border bill. It's not a border bill. It's not. These people just try to run anything past us. They think we're stupid. All because they got a crew of people that eat up whatever they damn say. They do whatever they say. We're not doing that. That's not us. We're not just eating whatever they say. All right, so don't know if y'all seen this already. The FBA bans red number 3 artificial coloring used in beverages, candy, and other foods. This is something that RFK has been fighting for the longest, but for some strange reason, Mike Pence is urging senators to oppose RFK Jr.'s confirmation. Here's RFK right here talking about these.
This is what most Americans
in us and leading us toward disease. Check this out, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know. And hit the like button if you haven't already, please.
This is what most Americans innocently put into their bodies these days, and most alarmingly, into the bodies of their children. And it's no coincidence that Americans die earlier than Canadians or Germans or Italians or Japanese or Koreans or Australians or most any other comparable country. And it wasn't always that way until the early 1990s. Our life expectancy was the same or better than other developed countries. Then suddenly, more and more Americans began suffering from chronic diseases.
How in the world? I'm playing a daggone video of RFK talking about making America healthy again. And one of my supporters posts something, send a super chat talking about, I don't buy coffee, I buy whiskey. Horrible timing, Shane. Horrible timing. Horrible timing. We got somebody laying in the hospital bed and you talking about you buy whiskey. Horrible time. Horrible, Shane. Horrible timing, bro. I'm just saying, or sis. I don't know if Shane is a man or woman, but horrible timing, Shane.
From obesity, cancer, diabetes, kidney disease, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and all kinds of autoimmune diseases. Our maternal mortality rate soared to the highest of any developed country on earth. Same with infant mortality. Like the frog in the slowly boiling water, we didn't really notice as we got sicker and sicker. We've grown now to accept chronic disease conditions as normal. But now in 2024, we're finally waking up to this cataclysm and we're asking ourselves, how in the world did this happen? A big part of it is our diet. Restaurants that serve contaminated food are fined or shut down. But when it's the government that approves the poisons in our food, a few people get very, very rich and the toxins end up in every supermarket aisle. Let me show you what I mean. Doritos, Cheez-Its, Captain Crunch, gummy bears. Everyone knows that these are junk foods, so maybe you wouldn't be too surprised to see that the ingredients include a lot of poisons, including a harmful yellow dye called tatrazine, or yellow dye number 5. What you may not know is that this dye was originally made out of the sludge that's left over when you turn coal into Coke.
Bro, this is worse than finding out that Santa Claus isn't real, man. As delicious as Doritos are, I can just think of them right now. Just don't stop licking your fingers. And this dude is saying that as delicious as Trix and Captain Crunch is, and he's telling us it's making us sick to eat it. It's just I want to get some Doritos right now, bro. He's such a Debbie Downer. He's such the adult. Why you gotta be the adult in the room, bro? No, I'm with him though. We need to pay attention. We need to take heed, and we need to definitely eat a little better, be more healthy, especially if we want to be around for our grandkids. You know what I mean?
Blast furnaces. It's called coal tar, and I've actually sued many big industries for legacy contamination of coal tar all around the country because it's so toxic and it's so harmful to the environment and human beings. A century ago, it was just an obnoxious industrial byproduct that everybody was trying to figure out ways to get rid of. One of the ways that they did that was by paving roads. But then a British chemist figured out that the coal tar could be used to derive fabric dye. And if fabric dye, why not food? Food manufacturers began using it to cover up the discoloration of low-quality foods that they wanted to pass off on unsuspecting customers. They didn't know back then that this yellow dye, tartrazine, causes tumors, asthma, developmental delays, neurological damage, ADD, ADHD, hormone disruption, gene damage, anxiety, depression, intestinal injuries. Well, we know it now. We've known this for decades. That's why tartrazine is heavily restricted in other countries. In some countries, foods with tartrazine have a warning label that it may cause ADHD in children. Today, it's made from petroleum, not coal tar. Either way, it's crazy to add this to your kids' favorite foods. It doesn't even change the flavor. This yellow dye isn't just in junk food. It's in the foods that we consider healthy. It's in everyday kids' snacks like popcorn, mac and cheese, fruit snacks. It's in sports drinks like Gatorade and so-called vitamin water. It's even added to chicken broth, to corn, to pickles, to mustard, and to yogurt. And so, of course, our kids get sick. And we lovingly feed them chewable vitamins, which have, surprise, tartrazine.
God gracious, and it's in everything. They give us foods that make us sick. Then they give us medicines that make us sick. Are they trying to get rid of us? Huh? I do remember that time. There was one billionaire. I forgot his name. He said he wants to get the population down from 8 billion to like 6.5 billion. Please let me know his name in the comments. I can't think of him right now, but please, if you know who I'm talking about, I know that a billionaire said that not too long ago. If you remember, please let me know so I can put his name on the screen. But he did say that. He said, Bill, that's his name. There you go. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you with the fly specs. It was Bill Gates said that he wants to get the population. He believed that we will be a better nation if we get the population from 8 billion down to 6.5 billion. What type of evil sugar honey iced tea is that? And I believe shortly after he said that, isn't that when the China virus started? Huh? Isn't that when the China virus started? Like shortly after that? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful. But it's COVID-19. COVID-19. That sounds like a New England Patriots play. Hey. I think so. Miss Natasha, I think so. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like they want to get rid of us. But why? They put it in the corn and mac and cheese. Why would you put it in corn and mac and cheese? Corn and mac and cheese is delicious. You mean to tell me that corn is not naturally that yellow? And he said it does not have anything to do with the flavor. So we could just stop eating it like it ain't nothing. But why do they put it in there? Are they trying to get rid of us? Yes, they are. Because it's far more lucrative for them to give us a problem so that they can fix the problem, or act like they're going to fix the problem, pay a whole bunch of people, high paid people like nurses and orderlies and doctors and hospitals, new hospitals, build up new hospitals after they didn't get us sick as hell. They don't want to cure us. They want to keep us sick like a day. It's like cars. A car don't last forever. No matter how good you take care of it. They plan on that bad boy breaking down so you can come and get another one. They know that the tires are going to go bad, so you can go and come and get another one. They know that the belts and the batteries and every single part of it is going to get bad, so you can go get another one. Bro, you can't get another one of us. I don't care how many illegal immigrants you try to bring into this country. You can't replace them with true Americans. All right? with the American culture ingrained in us, people who want this country to do better and thrive and be the best out of all nations. You can't replace us. So why would they want to get rid of us? I don't understand that. Drugs, the same way. Like the hardest, every time I injure myself and I go to the doctor, they offer me like 800 milligram painkillers. I'm like, I don't want that. What the hell are you trying to get me hooked on drugs? My daddy is hooked on drugs. You're not about to get me hooked on drugs. And I'm not trying to poop on my father for anything that he's hooked on. And my apologies for even putting his business out there in the street. But at the end of the day, man, I don't understand why they will want to make us sick just for monetary gain. Don't they have enough money? Like people are, yes, we need more doctors. We need more nurses, like the brightest brains in the world. But I thought we needed them so that they can try to get rid of all of the BS that make us sick. They're just trying to give us maintenance. I don't want no damn maintenance of cancer. I want them to come up with a cure. I want them to come up with something the same way they came up with a cure of your ding-a-ling not being able to get hard. They came up with a cure for that. Real quick. Oh, your ding-a-ling don't get hard? Well, we got the solution for you. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I know some people out there picking up what I'm putting down. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. We got the solution for you. Less people to manage, more liquid assets turned over to the state. Bro, we are nothing but test dummies. That's what we are. We are test dummies. We are earners. We keep the economy going by getting out there, making money, and buying stuff. We never own anything. If you want to really keep it a buck, we really don't own anything. Huh? Because of eminent domain. What is it? The government can take our property whenever they feel like it. All they got to do is have a reason for it. And they can make up the reason. They can make up the reason. And they can just take our damn property that we have worked hard for. Like all this stuff is an illusion, bro. The Constitution, all of that. Give us fake hopes and fake, like have us thinking that we have a right to protect ourselves against this, and this. Unless somebody break in your house and you end up unaliving them, you're going to be investigated and probably get arrested for putting a couple of hot pockets in their back pockets. Pow, pow. Get your black ass out of my house. Get your Hispanic ass out of my house. Get your African ass out of my house. Get your Chinese ass out of my house. Get your Indian ass out of my house. Bang, bang. Next thing you know, you in jail talking about, Your Honor, I was fearing for my life. They're going to be like, but was he running towards you or was he running away from you at the time? Was he running down the steps and out the door when you shot him? Or was he running toward you or toward one of your baby's rooms when you shot him? I don't have to explain that. They came up in my house. When they come up in my house, I should be able to lock the door and stalk them. Period. As soon as somebody let me tell you something. Damn that. And I might be wrong for saying this, but if you break up in my house, I should be able to lock the doors and hunt you. And whatever I do to you after that is my business. You should have never come into a lion's cage. Period. I'm going to eat your ass alive, Slim. Period. I deal with the police when I'm done. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Talking about, you got to explain yourself for taking up for your damn family. Isn't that crazy? You go through your whole life drinking water, eating fruits, eating vegetables, working out, walking, staying active, and you still die from the same stuff that you've been trying to avoid. And it's all because they've been putting it in our foods, they've been putting it in our medicines, they've been trying to make us sick so that they can have customers. So that's why Bill Burr, I guess, was praising Luigi Mangione. But I put God first, and I won't do that. I won't. Just because you are the CEO of United Healthcare don't mean that I'm going to put it all on you. I'm not going to put it all on you. You didn't come up with the plan. You're just running the play. But I'll be damned if I got to explain myself for why I didn't put a hot shot in somebody's back pocket for breaking up in my house. You break up in my house, start sweating. I'm locking all the doors and I'm hunting you. Period. I'm hunting you. Break up in my goddamn house. Out your cotton picking mine. Anyway, I don't even know how I got to that. It's just unfortunate, man. It's just ridiculous.
Pickles to mustard and to yogurt. And so, of course, our kids get sick. And we lovingly feed them chewable vitamins, which have, surprise, tartrazine. And so the cycle continues until the coughs and asthma kick in, at which point you go to pick up some cough syrup. And yeah, you guessed it, tartrazine. I've been picking on tartrazine today, but that's just one of at least 100 chemical poisons that our health agencies allow into our children's food. I can make a video just like this to talk about Red 40, BHA, BHD, potassium bromate, chemical after chemical, and on and on and on. If just one of them can cause all of these problems, imagine what they're doing in combination. That has never been studied. If we took all of these chemicals out, our nation would get healthier immediately. We'd have fewer sick days. We'd have better focus. We'd have less anxiety. Our kids would learn more easily. We'd lose weight. We'd have more energy. We'd have fewer tumors and longer lives. It's not all dark. Over the past 16 years, the government has banned 8 chemical additives that cause cancer, genetic damage, asthma, and many of the other self-conditions as tartrazine does. And you know what's interesting? All 8 of those crucial steps forward in our kids' health were taken under President Trump. But the Democrats who claim to be all about healthcare have stood by watching other countries ban these poisons and make our kids sick, asthmatic, hyperactive, and depressed. They left them on every supermarket shelf in America. They even used your tax money to put them in your kids' school lunch. So their big food and their big ag donors probably gave them all that golden handshake and the big money hug. And their big pharma donors probably called them up and thanked them also, because now they're going to make billions selling Adderall, Prozac, and rescue inhalers. Enough is enough. President Trump and I are going to stop.
You hear that? They get us sick, and then they make billions off of Adderall, Prozac, rescue inhalers, all of the medicine necessary to save us for the stuff that they have put in us, bro. Having us believe that this is how you get well, and they are killing us the entire time. That is sad, man. And if you want to keep it a buck, and I probably shouldn't say that, but I think that this is like a more mature version of human trafficking. If you're just going to use everyone as lab rats from the beginning of time, as soon as we're born, we receive a label. We receive a stamp. They mark us with the social security number so that they can track us. And then as soon as we make $1, we are forced to put back in to the country so that they can continue to pay for their experiment. We are always being studied. We're being studied from a very young age. From the time we're drinking Enfamil, Persobe, and all these other milks and juices and baby formulas, Pampers that make us rash, and then they got something for the rash. And usually the companies that create the rash are also the companies that create the ointment to fix the rash. Like, bro, this is nuts. They are studying us, hunting us down, making us sick, forcing us to live in an environment that makes us more sick. And then when they're done with us, they recycle our organs. Whether we tell people at the MVA or where we get our driver's license, whether we want to be organ donors or not. They are, man, what is going on? This is nuts. This is nuts, bro. Dolores, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. This is absolutely nuts. I watched the video from Alex from InfoWars. What's his name?
Mass poisoning of American children.
What's the gentleman name from InfoWars? Y'all know his name. Alex Jones. I watched a video from Alex Jones, and he was breaking down child trafficking, human trafficking. And he was saying that it's a real industry from top to bottom, from people who steal the people and then transport the people to people that fly them over to a bunch of their customers who are going to purchase them so that they can do vile things to them the entire time that they prefer kids from the ages of 5 to 8. So they do vile things to them. So that's a whole industry of people that steal them. That's just regular hoods around the way. But the politicians are usually on top of this. Billionaires are usually on top of this. So then they take them, they transport them somewhere, they sell them. They store them somewhere so that they not pass away prematurely before they can make as much money out of them as possible. Then they sell them to customers. Customers do whatever they will to them. And then when they're done doing whatever, they sell them to people who get a rush out of unaliving them. But they actually have rules on how to properly unalive them. Like, you got to do it like in their neck or something like that and not destroy their organs, because that's another industry. It's another market for people who are purchasing their organs. Bro, what's the difference between what they're doing to these babies than what they're doing to us in the open? They are outwardly, they know exactly what they're doing. It's in every damn store. When we go to the doctor to receive medicine to get better, it's almost like our problem gets worse really quickly. We go in there with a little cough or a little pain, and we just want to be checked out. And they tell us that we have a pulmonary nodule on our lungs, and it might be a tumor that could be cancerous. It might even be close to stage 1, maybe. And they say, stay there overnight. We're going to give you some fluids, make things better. And in 2 days, you're at stage 4. And they're taking you up out of there in a bag. This is the world we're in, man. And they act like they're there to take care of us and make sure that our lives are longer. But it seemed like people back in the day that had way less health care, way less doctors in the hospitals to take care of them, they lived a lot longer. These people were killing animals and cooking them right then and there with no seasoning, no adobe, no garlic, no butter, no oils, no special ingredients. They wasn't no Salt Bay, sprinkling salt down his damn arm and then popping it off his forearm into the food. Wasn't none of that. No fancy foods. And these people were living very long lives. These people were having 10, 12, 13 kids at a time. That's how big families was back then, before all the technology, before all the super brains was running everything. So you mean to tell me that in a better world, in a better nation, faster, more advanced, that we're dying faster and they still can't figure out how to solve cancer? No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. That's crazy, bro. I'm not buying it. Thank you, Ali Summers. I really appreciate you. Dope name, Ali. Ali Summers. I'm not buying it, man. I'm really not buying it. It's got to be a better way. I will happily wear a t-shirt every day, and I'm not even the type of person that like to be all belligerent and whatnot. I used to when I was growing up. It was fun. But today, I will wear a t-shirt proudly that says, fuck cancer. A lot of you Christians might not like that, but I firmly believe that because I know way too many good people who have died from it. And I know that the hospitals could have done something about it. I know that with the advancements in medicine that we have today, they could have done something about it. I know it for a fact. You can take a CT scan and be able to see everything in my body going on, but you can't do anything about it. Then what's the point of looking at it? They know what they can do. But it's far more lucrative for them to be able to test us and run tests. If they cure us and they fix something, then that right there is a huge stream of income that they will be missing out on. Cancer research, that's $1 billion industry. If they solve it, what's the point of cancer research? That is $1 billion industry. Just like they can solve people's danglings not getting hard. But they make so much money as drug dealers that we'll sell it to you and it'll be temporary. It'll last for 3 hours. Don't nobody want to walk around with no stiffy for 3 damn hours. All I need it for is 7 minutes. That's the perfect time. 7 minutes. That's all she needs. That's all I need. And if we have extra time, maybe 15 minutes. But they can fix that too. You got to work out. You got to drink more fruits. You got to drink some, you got to eat seaweed. Eat seaweed. You got to eat seaweed and eat more herbs. Put more herbs in smoothies and all that other stuff. You got to get your testosterone levels to build back up. You got to go do some push-ups and pull-ups, some squats. I know some of the most healthiest people in the world who passed away prematurely for things that you ain't even know. You'd be like, wait a minute, they were sick. You'd be like, yeah, man, I don't know what happened, but yeah. I don't know what happened, but yeah, man, they gone, bro. I don't know what happened. They out. One of the most healthiest guys I know, one of my best friends, Barry. Much love to Barry and his family, man. He passed away in his early 40s, natural causes, and he was in phenomenal shape. Phenomenal shape. They couldn't do anything about that? Nah, bro, I'm not buying it. It's the foods, it's the medicine, it's everything. It's the whole setup. They know what the hell they're doing. And I'm glad for people like RFK who want to put a spotlight on this. But then I wonder, why is it Mike Pence don't want people like him to have to have any influence? I know why. because he working for the wrong side. Because the louder that RFK is, the more money is coming out of their pockets, bleeding them dry. The louder that Trump is, he's bleeding these crooks dry, and they hate it. They hate it. That's how we know who's on the right side. Van, I enjoy your show so much. Use the gift God gave you to keep spreading truth and light. God bless you. God bless you too. And God bless all of you guys. And before we go, I just want to say this, man. And thank you so much, Christy. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys for participating, being inside the chat and everything. But I want y'all to do this. Learn how to grow your own fruits, please. All right. And we need to figure out, why is it weed is such a bad thing now? I thought marijuana was a good thing. I thought it was a good thing. But apparently they're spraying it so it can taste like candy now. Or this that Dorito Kush. This that Captain Crunch Kush. They spraying it with toxins. So you can taste it, be like, this do taste like Doritos. This do taste like Doritos. And then you sick. You dying some damn where. Come on, bro. Continue to give God all praise, glory, and honor for blessing you and your family with grace and with mercy. And for some of you who don't know what grace is being blessed far more than you deserved. All the good things in your life that you did not, that you worked for, you worked hard, but you didn't work hard enough to receive those good things that you have going in your life. The beautiful children in your family, and your beautiful wife, and your handsome husband, and your children, your sons and your daughters and nieces and nephews smiling and looking at you and loving you, and people to call you and check up on you just to make sure you're okay. Having a job, resources, being able to live above your means, being able to drive the vehicle you want to drive, live in the house you want to live in. We have so many things that we really didn't earn. So we need to thank God for his grace, but then we also need to thank God for his mercy for not punishing us at the level we deserve to be punished based off of the sins that we did commit, thought about committing, felt in our heart, it's certain things that we should be punished for and we have not been. We've seen people punished for less. We need to continue to give God praise, man. I think that as long as we stick together and continue to put God first, we'll be fine. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. All of the people who submitted a super chat, thank you so much. All of my blues, thank y'all so much. My moderators, y'all are so dope. I don't know if anybody else asked to be a moderator yet, but if you have, please let my people know so that we can get you going for the next live stream. Our community is growing into something that I am so proud of. I'm so proud of the LFR family community. It's so dope. Y'all are showing love to each other, and we're getting things done. We're impacting a little bit. We're being impactful. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. Also, for everybody who has purchased me a coffee or bought me a coffee, thank you so much. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you, Veronica. And 6 Dingo Dog 9. Check out Biden's last hot mic with Ducey. I most certainly will. Not tonight though, but I most certainly will. And for everybody who bought me a coffee, thank you. I will respond to your messages shortly. And also everybody who sent me a super chat, thank you. Super thanks inside the comments, thank you. People who have purchased my YouTube course that want to learn how to do YouTube. And I want to say thank you so much. We had 2 calls today, one at 11, one at 11:30, and one at 7. And both of them was phenomenal. Shout out to everybody that's in our coaching group and have joined our private Facebook group. Y'all are absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see how successful you are on social media, YouTube, or any place else. Just putting out there everything that God has given to you. And also, yeah, I'm just excited, man. 4 years ago, you reacted to Tom McDonald's cancer. Everyone should check out Coach V's reaction. Seemed relevant to bring it up. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. And shout out to Tom McDonald for always putting those tough topics in his music that need to be discussed. Yeah, he's one of the only people doing it, and I do appreciate him for that. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next live stream. Love y'all. Don't forget to like and share this video. I'll see you next time. Love you. Peace.